जय हिंद प्यारे बच्चों. Today we are starting Ncert Exemplar MCQ problem 2. So MCQ 2 means what? This is not only one option correct, more than one option could be correct. One option could be correct. There's also chances more than one. So what we are going to do, each and every single point we have to read very carefully. Question number 1.8, what they're asking, surface integral of E dot ds is 0 over a surface. Then what do you mean by this? First of all, according to Gauss law, electric flux would be equal to the surface integral of E dot ds would be equal to charge by epsilon naught. First of all, epsilon naught can never be 0 point, right? And this charge is an enclosed charge. Okay, so let's try to understand this simple thing. The first point is, what does it mean by this? E dot ds, this entire value is 0. What does it mean by this? Okay, it could be the case like the electric field inside the surface and on it is 0. The electric field inside the surface and on it is 0. The electric field inside the surface is necessarily uniform. If it is uniform, why E is going to be 0? No. The number of flux lines entering the surface must be equal to the number of flux lines leaving the surface. So what does it mean? Suppose this is your surface. Number of flux lines entering, and if the number of flux lines leaving are equal, what would be the net flux? Would be 0. Whatever flux lines entering, that amount of flux lines are leaving, so flux should be 0. If flux is 0, integration of E dot ds is also going to be 0. So this could be one answer. What's the next? All charges must be necessarily be outside the surface. This is the fact of Gauss law. If this is my Gaussian surface, let's say S, we used to tell it by S, there is a Q1, there is a Q2, and whatever charge, we have done it in the MCQ1 also. If there is no charges inside, the electric field would be present, because electric field is due to every single charges, either it is inside the Gaussian surface or not. But the charges must be present inside this. Only then E dot ds could be equal to positive or whatever. That means if the value is coming 0, that means what? The all charges must necessarily be outside the surface. This option is also going to be correct. Okay. Now, the electric field inside, you could ask, electric field inside the surface and on it is 0. Why not? Why not? This is the answer. It could be 1 2 3 three options could be right. Now my point is, what they're telling, the electric field inside the surface and on it, if it is a charged surface, the inside surface electric field is 0. Suppose this is a hollow sphere, you could understand. But what about on the surface, on it? On it could never be 0, sir. If there is charge, electric field on some material is always going to exist. Whatever the limited amount is, the smallest amount is, but it is going to exist. So electric field inside the surface is 0, true. But electric field on it is 0, it's false. That's why we cannot take this. So answer is going to be C and D, not A. Clear? I think you understood the entire concept of this video. Thank you, pyare bachcho.